Hey, what's your Shinkabers, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to share with you the difference between TDS and pH, something that we always measure. So let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at your tank and checked your TDS and feel like everything was under control? No, 80, 90, 100 TDS. I also use a TDS pen as well. And I also measure the TDS, that's for sure. But for a moment, you feel assured on the numbers that is located on the screen. But deep down, something feels off. Because sometimes what looks right on the TDS meter isn't actually right. I've been there because chasing that perfect TDS number, feeling confident every time the meter actually shows exactly what I expect. And for a while, it gave me a peace of mind. But the streams actually told me a different story. They slowed down, they stopped thriving, they stopped breathing, some didn't even make it. And at that moment, it actually hits me really hard. I realized I was focusing on what was easy to measure because it's very quick. We just turn it on, we dip it in, we see the TDS, we got the results. It's very quick, but not what truly matters because TDS measures the total dissolved solids. It doesn't tell you everything of it, everything. TDS feels good because it gives us the control. Oh, it's not this, so we're going to add more GH+. It gives us a number that we can actually rely on. And the truth is, TDS only tells you what's in the water right now. It's just a snapshot. It doesn't tell you what those numbers actually represents. And it definitely doesn't tell you what's going to happen next in your tank. However, it's not that we don't measure TDS, we still do, but pH is different. pH tells you a very different story. It tells you the direction of your tank, what is happening right now and what is going to happen. It tells you where things are going to hit, even before problems starts to show. I remember one tank very clearly. Every time the water parameters looked perfect on paper, the TDS was stable, there was no ammonia, there was no warning sign, but something didn't feel right. And in that moment, everything makes sense. So I decided to test the pH. It was 4.2. 4.2. I was using ADA version 1 soil, it was 4.2, and in that moment, everything totally made sense. So I decided that pH is one of the things that you have to rely on because it was never about the TDS. The streams actually live through the pH. Every second, their body actually responds to it. Their molting, their immune system, their feeding, their breathing, even their survival, all of it is connected to the pH. And here's what most people underestimate. A small pH change is not small. Like when pH moves from 5 to 6, it's a 10x change. It's a 10-point difference. It's a 10x, not just a 1-point difference. And from 5 to 7 is a 100x. So that means that it's not really a minor shift, it's completely different environment. And here's the hardest part. We don't fully control it because pH, we cannot really control it except for the soil that we use. So over time, the buffering of soil will kind of like slow down or weakens, and then the pH start to creep up. Or the pH does not buffer long enough. Slowly but quietly, and that's why sometimes every single tank looks perfect, but some things just don't feel like it's right. And in that moment, we always measure TDS because it's easy and it's fast. But what actually is important is pH, because pH actually tells you the story. However, but pH requires time and patience to actually test it. You got to put it in, you got to take the water out, you got to test it one by one. It takes a longer time because pH meters require a longer time before they give you the right reading. If there's one thing that I would like you to take away from all of this is that TDS gives you the comfort of your tank, but pH gives you clarity on what is going to happen next. And when you start paying attention to that clarity, everything changes. So if this video speaks to you, I'm really glad that you are here. And for those of you who support this and want to go deeper with me, please, there's always something extra waiting for you at the members section only. So I will see you in the next one.